Yo. Welcome back to another dope episode of your favorite late night podcast that we sometimes shoot during the day. I'm your boy Nate Galloway.
I was like, okay. I'm your girl, Adrian Brandy Bird. That's how we starting today.
And you know,
this high ass delayed man right now.
shout out to the day ones. Like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. Boogie.
Boy, oh boy.
Okay. Yo, normally we don't start the show like this, but for those of you who are listening and or watching, I'm in tears. The reason why I'm in tears is because me and Boogie, we've been cutting up for probably like a good 5 minutes before we hit record. We should have recorded that because it was so much just random funniness, and it's just like, when are we going to start the pod? So here we are. We're coming in hot. It is what it is. Boogie, how you feeling? I had to do it all over. I had to give you the proper bugs. How you feel?
I appreciate it. I'm feeling great, man. I'm enjoying this time. You know, we're at this in between time where the weather's is breaking.
This weather is ass.
You know, people out here getting y'all calendars, your summers ready, hitting you with the invites left and right. And now, you know, you gotta be real selective about which event you want to go to, because your calendars, you know, you only can do so much in 24 hours. So I'm taking it easy. I'm letting people know right now. There's gonna be some no's. There's gonna be some no's thrown out left and right coming from me. So I just want you to be prepared, because it's a lot happening. I was reflecting, looking at my my calendar, and I'm like, I'm gonna be jet setting a little bit.
Busy. Wait, hold on. Where in the world is Adrian San Diego?
Okay, we're bringing that back.
It's not going away.
We're bringing that back.
It's never going away.
Yeah, it shouldn't go away. You're right. Everybody should be out here just setting, having a good time. You know, summertime shy is upon us, is approaching. So I'm definitely coming out to Chicago a couple times. So it's gonna be a problem. I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward.
Arguably, the best city, the best summertime city. I'm not a Chicagoan, but I am biased because, you know, I did live there for like 10, 12 years. Okay. But I will, you know, Boogie, as a native Chicagoan, anyone that has visited Chicago that goes in the summertime, peak summer months, they're always like, I love this city. Yeah. This city is amazing. Then they go in the wintertime, they're like, Chicago sucks. And everyone is like, yeah. We don't talk about it in the wintertime. But summertime, Shy, it truly is a magical thing when you are driving down LSD, Lakeshore Drive, because I don't like calling it DeSable Drive.
We're not Baptisting the drive. No, we ain't doing that. No.
So shout out to DeSable for all the good things he did.
Of course.
Yeah, but I just it just don't have that je ne sais quoi to it. You know, I was trying to figure out a way to use je ne sais quoi.
You was like, how am I gonna fit this in?
I was like, perfect segue. But summertime Shy, it is amazing. Go. That's all I'm gonna say. Just go. There's so many events, even free events. Every neighborhood is having so many.
Boy, that's my favorite word right now.
Free.
I got invited to like a kickback, a hangout, and I was like, "Where's that?"
How much?
They was like, "We at the park." I was like, "Let's go!"
Y'all got food? Who cook it? Who on the grill?
Let's go! Because my God, bags have been blown off of nothing. Man. And you ever look at your statement like for the month and just question all of your choices? Like, what am I doing with
pretty
my
reckless
life?
Out here? That was when I knew I had to slow down on like the DoorDash and the Uber Eats. It's like, yo, you're doing a lot, my guy. Like
Yeah.
you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
You said there was gonna be like some strong no's. Are these gonna be like profanity laced no's, like hell no, or is it just gonna
No.
be the customer service? No, no, thank you. I won't be attending. What?
Yeah. Good question. I think I'm just not gonna go ham, and we're gonna keep it real cordial, real cute, and I'm
Okay,
just
okay, okay, okay,
hit it with the
okay.
thanks for the invite. But
Appreciate you.
right, you know what I'm saying?
You
Really,
know.
really, I'm really honored that you took the time into, reaching out and asking me. But that's gonna be a no.
So it's not a stock message per person. You're gonna take the time to compose per whichever individual sends said
I would say so.
invite. Okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
would say so. Just because I got to be honest, not a lot of people are inviting me to things.
I don't know if you know this, but I don't get out that much.
I ain't got friends like that, but I do get invites, and when I do get those invites, I feel bad. I get a little FOMO, and I also get a little anxious. The fact that I'm like trying to stuff my schedule to you know make it, but I've been on my solo self-care, checking in with me, and guess what? If it doesn't work with me or for me, it's not gonna be done. I'm not going. That's a no.
Deuces. I mean,
Yeah,
I see the self care. We talked about it earlier,
I
but the
appreciate it.
glow,
All
the
right. All
glow.
right. All right. Okay.
Moisturized
Yeah,
bugs on the set.
I am. I am. I will say I'm looking a lot better than our last episode. I will say.
You was a little tired. You
What?
were a little tired.
I was, and I will say I had a couple people reach out to me after seeing watching the episode and was like, "Hey, this wasn't the move for you."
Not the are you okay?
Yeah,
Are you getting enough sleep?
they saw it in my eyes, and I said it.
I
I
mean, you
told
admitted it.
y'all
You did.
I was like, "Hey, this is not my best. I'm not at my best right now. It was a lot going on." Okay.
He was like, I be tired. And
Yeah.
that's okay. You know what this shows? This just shows you are a real person. And
I am.
also, we aren't those bougie
No.
adjacent celebs. We're not, because we're adjacent. So we're not those bougie adjacent Hollywood people. We trying to let them know we really be out here working. But,
Authentic, man. We
but also,
genuine out here.
when you see a nigga stunting, just know. Just know we earned that stunting. Blue
Yeah.
Water Activity. I'm gonna start Blue Water Boogie. That's
All
the
right.
name, because
All right.
you're gonna be out here. You're gonna be out here on these flights. I'm also trying to figure out a Blue Water Activities trip my damn self.
That's what I'm talking
Dare
about.
I say, my spot, bugs.
Yep.
Turks and Caicos.
TC.
Turks and Caicos,
I gotta make that trip for sure. But no,
You
I'm
gotta
feeling
do it.
good. I'm
Just
feeling good.
don't do just do
Just
not
don't do what?
do the clear boat IG
Oh God, the
baddie shit.
picture.
Just
Yeah.
don't do it, because everybody does it and it's lame. Just don't do
But
it.
how are you feeling? How's everything?
I'm feeling good. I was a little tired, so just regular routine
Yeah.
weekly woes.
Yeah.
But I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm trying the brick wall motif here. It's like,
Okay.
every comedian needs, a brick wall. But I'm a little brighter. I'm a little brighter. Shout out to the tech plug, the tech guru, Daria. He was like, bro, I have been talking about getting some new lights. I
Yeah.
wanted to get rid of the Amazon baddie
Yeah.
ring starter kit that I had been
Yeah.
using since the birth of this podcast during the panini. I was like, you know what, bro? Just upgrade your lights. Upgrade your lights. So I'm coming in a little bit brighter, Boogie. I'm
I
coming
see it.
in.
I see everything now.
You see the salt and pepper in the beer.
I see it.
You might even see the little sniffles coming. You know what it is, but whenever we pod, because sometimes I might dabble in the herbage before. you know my
You
nose
gonna
always wants to
say.
start running. My
Mhm.
nose always wants to start running whenever it's time to talk. So because my lights are that much brighter, you might see a little bit of the little,
A little
whatever.
shine, if you
You
will.
might,
Right.
but you also might see the moisturization. Brother
Uh-huh.
coming in. looking more like, not like Morris Chestnut, more like Morris Peanut.
Ah,
You see
okay.
what I did there, you know. But
All right.
I may have said this, but I wrote a sketch where I was a stunt double for Morris, and I called myself Morris Peanut, and they were like, "You look nothing like him. It's like you are chubby and you are slow as hell. How are you supposed to do action scenes as Morris Chestnut?" And it was, yeah, it was a whole thing. But I'm
Hey
good. I'm
man.
good. They're not all winners, okay? Not
I was just about to
every.
say, you gotta shoot though. You gotta shoot.
Well, Steph Curry doesn't make all his half court shots, but the ones he makes, it's fantastic. So that's
Yeah.
that's how I feel. It's not every script is a winner, but
Yeah.
I'm
What is
great.
a
I'm
winner?
great.
Yeah.
You know, folks are coming in town.
Nice.
So that's gonna be cool. My pops was like, "Yeah, I wanna go over to the farmers market that you guys have there," and I was like, "All right, we can do that. I can take you to the farmers market." I think I want to get my dad high. I
Ah.
think I wanna see if he'll die. I know my mother will not, because she just has this.
Wait. Did you say you want to see how your father will die? What did
No,
you
no,
just say?
dabble. I wanna,
Oh,
I
I was
wanna.
like, hey, my man,
No,
let's
no, no, no.
have a side
I
conversation
wanna,
real quick. All
I
right,
wanna get my father high,
dabble.
and I know my mother will not dabble. But I'm not, unless it's like an edible or something. But I wanna see if I want to see how he feels. I want to just be like, let's laugh. Because it's I've had the beer with my dad. Everyone has that beer
Mm-hmm.
with their parents. It's like, ah, adults, man, shit or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Now I
Mm-hmm.
want to be like, here, smoke this green crack. Smoke this goofy grape, and have a combo with your son. So I'm going to see if he will dabble, but I also want to see the judgment on my mother's face, because she is
Uh,
the devil's lettuce, but also she might do an edible. So I was like, let's see if we can get them high. But
all right.
outside of that, it's been pretty cool, because I have been chilling. I've been reading. You
Hey.
gotta do more of the self-help, like you were talking about earlier. So
Yep.
it's just like,
Yep.
stimulate the mind. I've been off of social
Exactly.
media for a little bit, so I'm like, I don't want the drama. So I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, set up these lights, have fun, do all this other stuff. It's starting to get kind of warm outside. So be outside. So that's kind of what I've been on.
Okay. I see you. Listen. As as the weather warms, I feel like it's time for us to let go of those winter layers and really bloom and really lean into the different ways of you, and
Got to.
just explore new things, try new things, try try to get out of your comfort zone and
Oh yeah.
see what happens. You will grow from those experiences. So,
This sounds like this sounds like you're about to give the most impact.
smoker's cough. This guy
That is
here,
definitely a
boy.
smoker's cough. Excuse me. It sounds like you're about to give the most impactful graduation speech ever, and it's about to come with,
Oh God.
"You will fly." It's
Oh
just what it
God.
sounds like.
Commencement speeches. I remember I believe I could fly, by the way, random. Used to I would think it was in grade school. Everybody named mama had played that song for commencement, graduation. And now,
Man,
just to think about it now, well, I wish I would here. Right.
you know what song? We got to figure out a new. You know what? What's that song where they had like all the niggas singing on it? You will know, or whatever. It's like the Black Men in Unison.
Oh yeah.
They should play that song whenever when knuckleheads act up, when you got to do them scare straight programs. You got to listen to that song. That should be your punishment. Listen to that for like hours straight. You're gonna come out that cell and be like, you know what? I can fly. I'm
This
gonna be
ain't
so
it.
much better.
Right.
You know, we ain't gotta beat you. We don't have to put you in front of hardened criminals who are like, ooh, I want you to put on this lipstick and lick your lips, like how they used to do to them kids on Scared Straight. We don't have to do that.
Are
Lock
you
them in a
Macho
cell.
Man? What was that impression? Ooh, yeah. I wanna.
Could you imagine Macho Man doing Scared Straight? Ooh, I'm gonna stay like a Slim Jim when them cell doors close. I would be like, you know what? This is all I need. This is all I need right here. I am going to get straight A's from here.
Yeah.
No segues at all today.
Ain't no wrong with that. Listen, we on hot. We yeah.
Coming in hot. Nothing makes me more hotter as we get into the grinding.
I don't like how that. I don't like how you said that. Let's try that again.
I was trying to.
I'm gonna need you to try another one.
You know, some segues don't work. You know, it's just like, let's see. Nothing grinds my gears. That would work better.
This is the wrong podcast, my man. Yeah.
Nothing grinds my gears more than when you look for something online and then you go to the store where it says it is there and it's not there. Nothing irritates me more than that. It can be like, yo, we got 5 of these. And I'm like, okay, I know 5 people aren't coming in here looking for podcast equipment, but apparently at Guitar Center, they must have been. I just, it's so irritating. You know, like I said, I'm trying to upgrade some of my equipment. I'm trying to work on like shooting from the camera because, you know, I'm shooting through the Rodecaster, my soundboard, and the computer. So I'm trying to like, let's just change it up a little bit.
Okay.
They have everything that you need because on the cameras, for those of you who want to get into the podcast game, your camera has terrible audio. So you got to get like an audio switcher to make it sound much better so the listeners can be like, great sound. So they're not like, hey, you know, your audio is terrible. We know. That's why people are trying to upgrade their equipment.
True.
So I go into Guitar Center. Homie's like, I don't have none of this, but I can order it. And I'm like, yeah.
What was the whole point? Like I could have ordered it from the cribbo.
That's what I told him, and I was like, so is there a discount? Is there any benefit to me getting this through you? He was like,
nah.
I mean, the store gets a sale. And I was like, I don't care about that, homie. I literally told him, I was like, I don't care about that. Yeah. And I was like, I appreciate your time, bro. And I just walked out. So that is my grinding of the gears. Stores, stop telling people stuff is online, and they drive because it was a 30-minute drive. It was a 30-minute drive because there's no Guitar Center that is, again, within 30 minutes of me. So I was like, you could have, you know, saved me time. You could have saved me the time, but whatever. That's my
that's why.
That's my grinding.
Yeah,
That's why, you know, my bad. Go ahead, Boogie. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we gotta go back to the days where them brick and mortars, boy, y'all.
They used to care.
Yeah, it's a dying breed right now.
And Best Buy, they ain't worth a damn either. Let's just throw them in there too.
Of course,
they're not worth a damn either. I was like, y'all used to be like a dope store. They don't care about podcasters or anything. They just like, what we got over here is what we got, and it's like, you know, generic ring lights and tripods. And I was like, bro, y'all got to just.
This ain't it.
This is a growing market. How are y'all not into pushing podcast equipment on niggas who don't need podcast equipment? Yeah. Like, what are we doing here? But, you know, this is also why I was talking to one of the homies. He was like, this is why Amazon be whooping their ass.
That's exactly why.
He's like, I know we aren't supposed to be riding for Bezos and all them, but this is why he be whooping their ass.
He found a loop.
It's like, damn, man. But such is life. First world problems. But you know what, Boogie? It's time to tip the hat.
I'm tipping my hat.
What are you tipping to this week?
This week I will be tipping to Mr. Caleb Williams. He was drafted the first pick in the NFL draft to Les Chicago Bears. Shout out to him.
Shout out to your Bears.
Yeah, shout out to the Bears. The Bears, hopefully they won't suck like they've been doing for the last forever,
Been a
as long
couple
as
of
I can
rough,
remember. Yeah.
rough seasons.
Yeah, it is what it is. They picked up another black quarterback. Hopefully they'll treat this one right. I mean, he
Man.
has a Swifty on his side, so hopefully that'll
Woo.
help. So
Um, I think it's a good pick. I mean, you had to pick him.
yes,
But for the life of me, I just wish people would leave homie alone.
agreed.
Well, he paints his nails.
Who
That's
cares?
my LGBTQB. It's like, it's such a corny ass joke. It's like, man, cut it out. It's like y'all are a bunch of losers who are making fun of a kid because he paints his nails or paints his pinky nails.
Yeah,
Shut up.
who
That
cares?
nigga
You
who
know who
paints his
else?
nails has more
Yeah,
money than you. It
all of
still
y'all.
does.
So let Caleb painting nails, Birkin wearing it,
Like, come on,
wearing
man.
a dress. Who cares? This man's doing this obviously to incite
Yeah, I think
some
so
type
too.
of, like, this man, like, he knows what he's doing. He's trying to be uh make a name for himself. He's trying to stand out, and he's done this. He's a very smart man. He's already making money from NIL. And the
Literally.
fact and the fact that he was like, nah, I'm not gonna go and do this combine shit. Y'all see my tape. If y'all want me, y'all
I
want me.
won the Heisman. And when you win the top award
Exactly.
in college football, I don't think you should have to go and do that.
I
The record speaks for itself.
I think this is one of the smartest move that such a young person decided to bet on themselves.
Yep.
So respect to him. So
He bet on themselves and the Bears bet on him. So hopefully, I mean, I'm hoping he does well, but at the same time, I hope the Bears don't do well because, in the same division as the Lions.
all right.
So I'm just saying, I hope he does well. Okay, I
Speaking
hope he
of,
does well,
okay,
but not against us. I'll
yes,
put it that
I
way.
was just gonna say. Speaking of the Lions, the draft was in Detroit,
They twa. There are a lot of
and
people out there.
they pulled out M, and Roger Goodell was just trying to be funny. Hey guys, sometimes jokes shouldn't even be added. Sometimes, just do your job and just present. Not everything needs a joke thrown in.
You know what they should have did? They should, as soon as Roger Goodell, because he gets booed everywhere. Every
Of
city, they
course,
always boo him.
that's
They
the
should
thing.
see which city boos him the loudest. But also, they should have threw conies at him. They should have threw coney dog. As soon as he came out, there should have just been someone who should just launched a fucking chili dog at fucking Roger Goodell, hit him in the face with a glizzy, chili all over his suit. That's what they should have did. That's the ultimate boom. We hate
That's
you.
fair. But shout out to Caleb Williams. So who you got for your
Definitely shout
tipping?
out to him. Keeping in line, from going from one Heisman Trophy winner to
Ah,
another Heisman Trophy, well, former Heisman Trophy winner to back Heisman Trophy winner, Reggie Bush he's getting his Heisman back. They have decided to give this man his trophy back. The Heisman Trust made that decision a couple of days ago. It never should have been taken from him in
duh.
the first place. It took people like Johnny Manziel and other well-known Heisman Trophy winners, as well as people in the media, to sort of get the buzz going for the push to, hey, give Reggie his trophy back. They got NIL deals now. It's the same goddamn thing. So it's just like, come on, y'all, come on. Also, I felt like any since he's getting his trophy back, any
Yeah,
deals that he lost or anything like that, I feel like y'all should retroactive that.
I
Like,
agree.
all that has to be brought back. I feel like get the best lawyer you can get, bro, and I'm going to sue the shit out of y'all because
Yeah,
it's one thing to give my trophy back, but
yeah,
that money loss, that's another
yeah,
thing. And also, I don't know if I would ever step foot at another Heisman Trust event. I don't know if I'm glad to get my trophy back, but when they, welcome the new
yep.
players, I don't know if I could be
Agreed.
there.
I
I
agree.
just don't know. Or if I did go, I'd show my ass that one time and I'd never come back. That might be what I would do too.
Yeah,
But
I respect Reggie for keeping his composure during this time, even though he knew he was in the right. but he should definitely go out and seek legal counsel, just because of all the money that he lost, and just opportunities as well. They need to come up with the bag, like
Some bread.
for real. And we forget, like, he put his life's work trying to get to this point, to get the Heisman, because it's the ultimate top award, and for him to get it and having it stripped away from him, man, I know that took a toll on him mentally, and it affected how he moved forward.
Emotionally.
Yeah, absolutely. So I hope you get everything you want.
Get it back. Hope
Plus
you get
more.
it all back, brother.
Facts.
Get it all back. Even all them niggas them talking heads that was slandering me.
Yep.
I mean, like, talk that shit now, nigga. Talk that shit now. Like, keep that same energy. Like, when I see you, don't bring up my name. It is now Heisman Trophy winner Reggie Bush. You got to give me 2. That's what it would be. Give me back my old one, and then I want a brand new one for y'all taking away the old one.
I like
you got to give me 2. Like, I felt
like that.
That's what you got to do.
And also, I think there should be a public apology.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Like, the apology has to be just as loud as the stripping, because
they was like, give me that shit.
It literally was on his head about that. So it's like, you gotta. There has to be some type of recompenses, paid or whatever.
I agree.
But you asked me this earlier how I was doing, and it just hit me because I might be off the weeds.
Okay.
This week there was how you have like several songs that are stuck in your head and you cannot get them out of your head.
Yes.
I have been fighting my damnedest to get the Mentos commercial songs out of my head. It has been in my head, and it's the dude, the dude that had the suit on, and he sat on the bench that was white, and the painter was like, in the back of his suit is, so he has to lay on the front, and he's like, Mentos. That song and that image has been stuck in my head, and I'm like, you know what? The 90s had the best commercials, because I'm mad, but I'm also not mad, because I'm like, they don't make commercials like that anymore. They don't make jingles like that anymore.
Mentos freshness, Mentos freshness.
Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Yeah.
Mentos, the fresh maker. See, they don't make commercials like that. They don't do that. But also, I had some rap lyrics stuck in my head, and I'm going to leave you with this, because on the Do-Rag Dawn, SISQO's verse from DMX's What These Bitches Want has been stuck in my head, and it just keeps playing in my mind, and it's one thing you gotta know, I'ma be a nigga for life. Yeah. Those 2 things have been on repeat in my mind all week, and I am like, please God, for the life of if you love me, Lord, please give me another song.
Remove these jingles out of my head, please.
Can there be another soundtrack, please?
Yeah.
But let's get to this first ad, and we'll be right back with news cares. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just over here polishing up my black watch. A lot of y'all know I'm an avid collector of watches. I got at least 9 of them things in my collection, and the one that I get the most compliments on has got to be my black watch. I got to tell y'all, black watches, they have really put a lot of time and detail into their product. I gotta tell you, from the watch face all the way down to the band made of genuine leather. I know it's genuine, but I like seeing genuine. They really have outdone themselves. So fellas, ladies, if you're looking to upgrade your watch style, definitely check out the good folks over there at Black Watches. They black owned. You know you want to support a black owned watch company. And because, they rocking with the podcast, they, hooked you guys up with a promo code. That's right, a promo code. They give you 20 50% off of your order when you head over to blackwatches.com. That's right, blackwatches.com, BLAK watches.com, and make sure you use that promo code Late Night WNA. Come on, support the Black Watches. Now back to the podcast. All right. First up for news you can or can't use. We have an online scam victim who robs a bank after losing her life savings. Excuse me. Police apprehended a 74-year-old woman in Ohio allegedly robbing a bank, and the report says she committed the act of desperation after she reportedly lost her life savings in an online scam. Ann Mayers was arrested after she allegedly robbed the Orr Group Financial Credit Union Bank at gunpoint. The Fairfield Township Police Department said in a statement that she faces charges of aggravated robbery while with a deadly weapon and tampering with evidence. The tampering charge was added after she allegedly threw her clothing out of her window while driving home from the crime scene. In a report by the Inside Edition, Mayers could be facing up to 15 years in prison, and during the heist, she managed to only steal $500. Sergeant Brennan Mikowski confirmed that the motive behind her crime was desperation after losing all of her life savings to an online scam. Mayers explained to the investigators that she was deceived by someone who asked her to send money to the U.S. Customs. She also told her family about the robbery scheme, but they didn't believe her. She reportedly owed her sister $5,000 and a friend $65,000. Funds she provided to her as loans. Boogie, do we got any footage?
We do.
Those of you that are listening,
After the moment, officers arrived at 74-year-old Ann Mayers' Hamilton home, where they met her in the backyard.
Ma'am, do you have any weapons on you?
Lord, no.
Lord, no.
What did we do?
Okay.
What did we do?
Yeah, I want you over there for me, please. Thank you.
Calm and cooperative, Mayers takes a seat on a nearby retaining wall as officers confirm the silver car parked in the driveway.
They could have left
The
that
same
part
one
out.
used in a bank robbery just hours before.
Sitting on the retaining wall.
Typical demographic you would expect.
The fact that she
Sergeant Brandon McCroskey says
walked
they were called
to the
his
police
credit
officer,
union on
police
Creekside
officer
Drive
like that,
around
like,
1:30
yeah, can I
Friday
help you?
afternoon
Yeah.
in report of a bank robbery. These are surveillance images from the holdup during which investigators say Mayers showed a gun before getting away with about $500.
she
Officers
just
say
flashed
they
it like,
recovered the money
here,
and the weapon, then placed her under arrest.
you see this?
Then
I'm gonna need
during
that
the
money.
to the police department,
Give me all you
Mayers
got.
made this confession.
I did whatever you're here for.
I'm sorry?
I did whatever you're here for.
Okay. What will that be?
Margaret,
Okay.
my sister knows nothing about it.
Okay.
Okay,
Crosby
well,
says Mayers has no criminal record and has never been arrested. He
Well,
says
guess
the
what?
money
You
she
arrested
received
now.
financial hardship.
You
He
arrested
wasn't the
now.
only one believed to be trying to steal money.
that's crazy. Going 75 years with no criminal record. It's just like you crash out at 75. Like, god damn.
I
And I feel
mean,
bad. I do
yeah,
feel bad.
it just goes to show it doesn't matter what age you are. You can always try something new, okay?
When under distress, you gonna grab the blicky.
She said, hey, y'all see this? Ha, real quick.
She's like, hey, look, I got cookies in the oven baking for my grandkids. If you could, hurry this up, only big bills. You
Yeah.
know,
And they were like, well, the bank, the Brinks truck already came and got our deposit, so we only got $500.
it's
$500?
if you know how mad I would be if I'm sticking up a bank and I only get $500. Like, Matt, you potentially serving 500 or 15 years in jail for $500.
Wow.
Like, make it make sense. But also, I gotta commend her for not snitching on her sister.
Yeah.
She was like, my sister had nothing to do with this. Whatever you're here for, I did it. I'm also certain that her lawyer would have been like, yo, like, I could have got you off.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to tell them that you did it.
You're not supposed to talk. You're not supposed to say nothing to the feds, to the fuzzies, to the pigs.
That cop
to
was
the
like, you
sixes.
have the right to remain silent. You're making my job a whole lot easier for me, you know. So Judge Boogie here. What are you sentencing her? They got her for 15 years potentially.
Well, guess what?
What are you
Old white lady, you getting them 15 years. I want all the retribution and reparation from all of the black people, men and women out here getting thrown into jail for nothing. For barely not, for looking at a woman, for picking up a backpack thinking that it was theirs, for just
littering.
Yes, literally anything and everything. Guess what? You about to go to jail. Now you got your retirement. If you think about it,
hey man,
there go your retirement right there.
It's paid for by the state. You know, I mean,
3 hot meals in a cot.
You know, if I am Judge Nate, I gotta agree with you, Boogie. I got to agree with you. You're going to do all of them 15. This is going to be this is going to be hard time. You're gonna be stamping license plates.
Yeah.
Pelican Bay.
At least you're gonna be busy.
I might even add 6 more months to that. 15 years plus 6 months, you know, just because I know if this was a little old black woman who was scammed, I know y'all would put her under the jail. Exactly. So we got to treat everyone fairly for the crime that they did. But also we got to do something about these scammers. We got to do something.
Yeah, the scammers are elite. Yeah. They have grown with the technology that has followed us. So
it is just like, God damn, man. Like this is why I couldn't be a scammer, because I would have a heart. Like if I was in the scammer call center, I would be on the write-up. They like, bro, we don't care that she's 75 years old. Get all of her money. Get the last number of her bank account number. And I'd be like, I got a grandma. Like, what are we doing? You're fired. Like, no, we don't have a heart in this industry. Like, what are you doing? Like, I just, but also, you gonna eat that time.
Listen, you gotta think about it. Yeah, you gotta think about it this way. This is a built-in community she's walking into. So granted, they might not be the demographic or the people that she might want to hang out with in the long run, but she'll find her group.
You'll find her village. You know, she will. If anything, I feel like they will, because she's so old, they will probably look out for her. They're not just gonna come in dog walkers like they would someone that was younger.
I mean, I'm sure they gotta give her with the initial violations, just to see if she.
You think they're gonna test her? They're gonna test her as soon as she come in,
real quick.
Gotta get your squabbles. Get them squabbles in. They say when you come in, I ain't no punk bitch. You gotta.
You gonna lay down or you gonna get down?
Hey, she gonna come in with a shank. They gotta take her knitting needles, because they're gonna be like, yo.
Yeah, they can't do knitting out there. She gonna be like, but what am I gonna crochet with? You better find a tool.
Forks. She gonna be in there with a spork in there.
I was gonna say, they don't have forks, they got sporks.
Oh my God. Look, if anything, I didn't snitch on my sister. It was like, all right, cool. It's like, hey, look, that might get her some street credit.
Right. She's with us over here. Okay.
You gotta get a tattoo though, Gladys. She's gonna have to get Gladys like across her forehead or something. It's just.
Good luck.
Hey man.
Close them cheeks.
Enjoy your time. Let's get to this ad. We'll be right back.
Hey y'all, we're going to take a quick pause from this episode to tell you about our next sponsor, Rose Vogue Styling. Let Rose Vogue Styling help you change the way you see yourself. Their mission is to empower you to build your confidence and look fly while doing it. They offer personal styling, shopping, and closet auditing. they need to come to my closet because it's a hot ass mess. Okay. They also have an online boutique store full of pieces that will give your outfit life and have you looking right. Pieces like earrings, that's what I have on now, here, right here, necklaces, purses, rings, just to name a few, okay? Right now, our subscribers, our listeners, our watchers, you can get 20% off when you use the code late night, okay? LATENITE. Go on over to their IG. It's Rose Vogue Styling at Rose Vogue Styling. Easy. Everybody knows that, okay? Let Rose Vogue Styling style you for your next event, or simply just help you enhance the pieces that you already have in your closet. Wow. Style is a choice. Upgrade yours with Rose Vogue Styling. Again, you can get 20% off if you use our code late night, okay? LATENITE. Support a black business, okay? Support us. When you support them, you're supporting us, okay? Now let's get back to the show.
Topic number 2. Shout out to those in Baltimore. Doja Cat said, I don't make music for the children, so leave your kids at home. Followed by, you know what? I want to see if I can read tweets that have cursing in them without cursing. IDK, what the flizzic you think this is? But I don't make music for children, so leave your kids at home, mother flizzic. I'm rapping about cum. Why are you bringing your offspring to my show? Rapping about eating dick and pissing on his VCut. Leave your mistake at home.
Listen.
Boogie, what says you about people bringing their crotch goblins to adult activities?
Doja was speaking her truth. Doja was
Several
letting it be known. Hey, these are the topics that will come up in my concerts. Just want you to be fully aware. This isn't for children ears. It's not for
Listen
children.
on VCuts, okay?
Yeah. This is not what is it? Shark Tale or whatever this is called.
I was like, where
Baby
we
Shark. It's not Baby Shark. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't got kids. I'm trying to figure out what's hot.
Saying Bluey, right? We are two niggas that don't have kids. Sesame
Right.
Street. They still watch that?
I'm out here trying to figure out. I got a niece and she's obsessed with
Coco Melon.
Coco Melon and like a whole bunch of other stuff that I
Who's
probably
the bald nigga? Is the white bald dude. Who's that?
I've seen him before, but I don't know who he is. Or the Gracie room or whatever.
Yeah.
Gracie's house. Listen,
The rapping kids. Arthur. Do they still watch Arthur?
I don't know.
Wishbone for all I know.
Point is, Doja is in the same. She's in the same category as we are. She like, hey, my man, this is what I'm talking about right now.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here? When I'm out here cupping my crotch or my breast, and I look in the crowd and I see little toddlers staring at me. Yeah, that doesn't add up. That's not right. That's all like you parents.
It's like when JT was performing. I think she was in Miami, and she covered up the little girl's mouth when she was cursing. And it's like, what are we doing here? And there was a lot of people who were upset with her, and I agree with her. This is one of the times where I will agree with her.
Yeah.
And people need to stop looking at athletes, artists, entertainers as role models. Charles Barkley said it a long time ago in that Nike commercial.
He said,
I am not a role.
Yeah. No, he didn't say it like that. He said, I'm not a role model.
Kenny. But it's one of those, and he was right back then. It's like your children should look up to you, the parents, as the role model. But the problem is a lot of y'all ain't shit. A lot of y'all are
Talk
out
about
here
it.
doing stuff that you wouldn't want your kids to look up to, and you know that. So
Talk about
that's why you probably like, maybe Doja Cat should be your role model. And Doja
Yeah.
Cat is like, I'm
Yeah.
pissing on VCuts.
Yeah. I ain't even gonna. Yeah. I'm not gonna even hold you. Like if I be thinking about if I be thinking about the stuff I do, I am not a role model. I'm out here not proud of a lot of things that I do. So I know right now procreating is not for me. Okay.
There's some unscrupulous activities that I do from time to time.
Yeah, and you expect me to explain my actions to my offspring? Nah, I quit. I can't.
It was like I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and there was a guy that called in, and he was like, I'm in an alternate lifestyle. I have a girlfriend, and we like girls, or my girlfriend likes girls.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, I don't really care, but I'm benefiting from a threesome, but I have a daughter who lives with me. And one time she came and knocked on the door, and all three of us was in there, and I got to explain this. And it's like, y'all don't think about this stuff before y'all get in these situations? Like, come on, y'all. Come on. Like,
how many times are y'all gonna keep thinking with y'all heads? Y'all gotta start the other heads. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all have
little head, not the big
right,
head.
the little head. But y'all have to, especially when you've already nutted in her and impregnated her, and the baby is out here talking, looking at you with impressionable eyes, and just waiting to ask you 50-11 questions about anything and everything that they done seen, and you don't have a plan. You don't have a plan.
What are we doing here? And it's, I feel like everybody, you want other people to raise your kids.
Yep.
You want you want other people to raise your kids outside of doing what you were responsible for.
Right.
You had them. It's your job to be responsible for that. You are the role model.
Yeah.
Not the athlete, not the entertainers who are on stage.
Not your teachers.
It's like, cut it out.
It's you.
And it's like, why would you want your child at these events? It's like people always say they're growing up entirely too fast. Stop bringing them to adult events.
Exactly.
Even when I see kids in comedy clubs, I cringe sometimes. Like, why are you here? Yeah. Like, you have to be at least 21 to get in comedy clubs because they sell alcohol. Sometimes. Why the hell are there 8-year-olds here?
Yeah.
It's like, and it is. Well, my kid likes comedy. Well, put on Netflix and watch it there. These are adult environments that children should not be around. And I get it. Well, my kid sees me drinking at home. That's cool. But they don't see drunk people nearly at these levels. They don't see the drug use that goes on in some of these spots like that. It's like, let's be real here.
Yeah. If you're
cut it out.
Yeah. If rearing children is it's a whole body experience, my guys. Like, you have to, when I say whole body, meaning you got to use your brain, your heart, and your body, your physical body, to ensure that your children get the best possible experience growing up, experiences, in order for them to be set up to be an adult and go on by their damn selves.
I agree with you 100%. There's a reason why they have ratings on things. There's a reason why on season it says parental advisory. You, being the parent, need to be advised that there might be some choice language on here.
This ain't a suggestion. This is telling you. Hey, my man, this says
they pissing on VCuts. That should be the title of the podcast. Pissing on VCuts.
Oh God! No,
it's
crazy. We can't even post that. You can't say pissing because guess what? Children are out here.
But also, children should not be listening to this pod. There's an explicit on our podcast. It's funny. One of the homies was like, "Yo, I'm listening to the podcast with my son," and I was like, "This is not a podcast that you should be listening to with your son." I'm not trying to tell you what you should do. That's how you should parent your child. But
this ain't it.
Right.
This ain't it at all.
What are we doing here?
We out here ripping and running, talking about this and that, and smoking on the damn.
About being high.
Right.
Talking about all weird stuff that we be doing. And it's like, and then people are like, why are the kids so bad? Why? I don't know why he acts like this. Come on, bro. You got them listening to it. You got them watching Power. You got them watching BMF. You got them listening to adult lyrics, and you wonder why their minds are so far advanced.
Yeah.
Stop it. Cut it out.
Give them a chance to be a child. Give them a chance to really explore like very surface level stuff before y'all go into these explicit topics that shouldn't be explained until they are in their tweens and teens.
You want to listen to Doja Cat? Okay, cool. Kids Bop. That's what you're gonna look. The Kids Bop version.
I was gonna say
of Doja.
As much as I hated listening to the commercials. Guess what? That's what that is for. Those Kids Bops, those censored albums, those there are channels and restrictions on TVs now. Why are we not using this? I'm gonna need y'all to lean into it and actually put those restrictions for the children. Just because you want to watch TV with your child, well, guess what? You're gonna have to be watching Coco Melon and Fire Truck Guy, whatever, Bob the Builder.
You're gonna have to be like how our parents were. You think our parents wanted to watch Mighty Ducks all the goddamn time? But they were like, you know what? I'm sitting here with my kids. It is what it is. And when the kids go to sleep, that's when you put on the adult activities.
Exactly.
That's it. Or this is one of those things where I always wondered why my parents, when I was like, how come I don't get to watch Friday? How come I didn't get to watch those as a kid? It's like I was a Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. I didn't know about those things. That's why people are like, how you don't know about this? How you don't know about this? And I watched it when I was in college, whatever. And I was like, y'all niggas should not have been watching this stuff.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't have been watching this.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. And I'm not trying to be that dude. I get it when my kids mature. Okay. Well, everybody's kid ain't mature as your kid. So if you want to watch it and be like, hey, we don't talk like this. Okay. Yeah, this is we don't use that type of language.
But why is your voice like that though? Hey, I just want to let you know that this isn't the appropriate language or manner to act.
Because I feel like you can't be like, hey, motherfucker, we don't use motherfucker. I just don't feel like you can't.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, you can't. No, you really can't, because you're gonna confuse this child. This child is just trying to do what you do. Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think this is one of those things where it's not rocket science. It's just really like, yo, like
but we
TVY. When we were growing up, these boys. What was it? TVY7, TV13.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do that anymore, but
no. What they do now is they have
care.
Yeah. What they do now, they have YouTube for kids. They have Netflix for children. You know, that's what they do now. Where you ain't gotta worry about it. Just select. Is this for you or is this for little man?
And you know them kids ain't doing that. You know they clicking on dad's profile or whatever.
They like bump that. I want to see some real ass.
I want to see some titties.
Right.
I want to see Jason Statham donkey kick someone. It's like what?
Yeah. This is I'm with Doja on this. Like y'all gotta do better. But also, guess what? She's still accepting. Ain't no rules on these concerts. They not like, whoa, hey, you can't bring that child in. No, they taking that check and they taking that money just like anybody else.
But see, what's crazy about that is I feel like some of these shows have, because some people are like, some venues are literally like, yo, it's 18 and up or 21 and up. So it's like some of these fest, these concerts, it's like, what are y'all doing? Like, cut it out. But also, sometimes I cringe when I listen to some of these lyrics too. Like, I'm 36. Should I be listening to you talk about pissing on VCuts? Because I'm like, oh my gosh, clutching my pearls.
What is VCuts?
You know, when like, so okay, look, I don't have one because I'm chubby, but you know that little V like on dudes.
Oh, got it. You like, dudes, you know how other men be having.
You know when buff niggas. Clip that. You know, when guys who actually care about their summer bodies, they might have the V, but
where you be walking and you
rotund guys like me, guys who put on the Lenny leathers, you know, call back guys who are like Lenny Kravitz who do sit-ups
Oh
and
God.
bench press at the same time. They have the V cut that she's
Because you kept throwing it up. I'm like, I'm gonna let him say this one more time, and I'm gonna ask him because I don't know. I'm trying to associate. I'm trying to put
That's
an
what
image.
she said, you
Okay.
know. So this also lets me know that Doja Cat is like, hey, if you're chubby, don't come over here.
That ain't
Don't
for
come
me.
over here.
Hey,
You
listen,
know.
I respect women or people in general that know what they want, and
I do too.
they like to tell everyone exactly what they want. So
V-cuts. So all my chubby brothers, just look, there's someone out there for you. And you know what? Okay, look, you know what? It's not that I don't have a V-cut. It's just there's layers on top of.
hey, you don't have to explain. You do
that's
not
what it
have
is.
to defend.
That's what it is.
Look,
That's
you
what it
you have a V cut
There's
in
just
whatever matter, in whatever form it's in. Okay.
there's just a muffin top on the V-cut. That's what it is. It's just a muffin. That's just what it is.
Hey, we all got a muffin top.
You know what? I don't think I want to work out that hard to get the V. I just want to be like, you know what? You look good. You know what? Here's what it is. For me, it's I want people to be like, you losing weight. And it's like, you know what? I am. That's all I want. I don't want it to be like, damn, like this nigga is cut. I don't need that.
Yeah.
I just need the you look
I prefer a man that has the overall form of it, but you ain't gotta you ain't gotta have custom shirts because you no longer fit regular size shirts. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like though, if I attained V-cut levels, it's got to be for like a Marvel movie. Like you were paying me to be in this type of shape.
Of course.
I'm not gonna actively on my own free will be like, you know what? Let's go attain a V-cut. No,
time.
they're paying me $5 million to be in this movie. I'm gonna have a V-cut. But also, if I reach that level of
V-cuttery
perfection in body,
yeah,
you will never see me with a shirt on again. I will have on no shirt and it's low-rise jeans showing off top of the drawers. You are gonna see the V-cut. You're like, my guy, it is like 25 degrees outside. I don't care. I got a V-cut. You gonna see it. You know how long it took me to get this? I used to be chubby. I would walk around with a before and after picture in my wallet. Non-V-cut,
you should have
V-cut.
You should have a before tattooed picture tattooed on you just in case. They'd be like, yeah, you look good. Oh, well, you should see how I used to look.
You should have seen
right.
You gotta like flex. It's like, oh,
right.
fat, skinny, that sort of thing. But
that's kind of dope right there.
You know what? I do have this is totally off topic. I do have a tattoo of a woman on my arm with some rather large breasts. And when you do that, it does make the titties move. It is the funniest. Okay,
I did not know this. I did not know.
See, look, you see the woman, and look, titties.
Oh God,
move it.
I will say,
move it.
I will say, I didn't realize you were that tatted. I knew you had a couple tats, but I didn't realize you were that tatted.
I am fully sleeved on the right arm. There's a couple patches on the right arm, and then the left arm is I got a lot on there.
All right, okay, I see you. I will say, for tatted individuals, you gotta have some sort of muscle.
You don't. Okay. Look.
I'm just saying, for me.
Okay, it depends. It depends on where. See, this is where I chose these areas because there have been people like, you know what, for a chubby dude, you kind of have the guns. So it's like
you do got guns though.
I am gunned up.
That's what I'm saying.
But there were areas where I was like chest, stomach. I was like, nah, my guy, you got some work to do. That's why I can't be. I learned from Rick Ross. I was like, yeah, kind of like what you said. You gotta have muscle, some tone, some definition.
A little a formation of something happening. Not fully formed. You know what I'm saying? Just
can't be all flab.
Right.
But also, if you were to ask me now, Nate, are you done getting tattoos? I'm like, I kind of am.
Really?
I'm kind of past that phase. I mean, there might be like little small ones that I might get.
Okay.
I'm still kind of avoiding the hands because I still have that old school mentality of
Yeah.
like
Hands
nothing
and
on your
neck.
hands and neck.
Right.
Well, I'll never get anything on my neck. That's just I'll never do that.
Respect. I appreciate you for saying that.
Yeah, I'm just there are certain areas where I know my pain tolerance and I'm like, nah, and the soft areas there, I'm like, I couldn't do it. I had the inside of my armpit done and like where your arm creases right there, painful. I was just like, bro, this is agonizing. So I'm kind of like, I don't want that
fair.
level of pain anymore.
That's fair.
I'm cool with it.
That's fair.
But I
Appreciate it.
do, unless I just roll into a nice amount of money and I'm like, celebrity tattoo artist, put something on a leg or something. I'm kind of toying with leg tattoos now, but I'm like, I don't know,
okay.
But
All right.
we'll see. We'll see. But Bugs, niggas have been tripping. Who you got this week, Bugs?
My Your Niggas is Tripping has got to go to the 40-year-old Kid Cudi. 40-year-old Kid Cudi. He recently was performing at Coachella and he broke his foot after jumping off the stage. Now, I want to reiterate that this man is 40 years old out here thinking that he can do the same thing that he did when he was 20 years old. And after he found out that he broke his foot, because he knew something was off after he
knew.
jumped. Yeah, he posted the following day, guys, so I have a broken foot. I'm headed to surgery now, and there's gonna be a long recovery time. And for that, we have to cancel the tour so I can focus on getting better to be out there in tip-top shape to rage with you all. There is just no way I can bounce back in time to give it 100%. The injury is so much more serious than I thought. Hey, Cudi, you are 40 years old. Yeah, of course the recovery is going to be a little bit different than what you thought. Yeah, Cudi. Hey, Cudi, you really thought you was going to break your foot and then be able to recover? To tour? Hey, my man.
The way he be jumping on stage? What?
Wait, you better rage your ass in a damn bed and recover. You better rage your ass in PT. Stop playing, okay?
40-year-old bones do not heal like 20-year-old bones do.
My God.
It's funny because when you watch the video, it's almost like his body was like, no, don't do it. It's like we not gonna be able to brace this far. His mind was like, do it, and he did it, and then he just was like, I shouldn't have did it. But also, you're on Nike Cortezes, bro. You're on Nike Cortezes and skinny jeans. That is not proper jump off the stage attire to land comfortably. That is, I'm about to tear something up attire. That's what that is. Like, come on, man.
I don't care how youthful you look, your body still is 40 years old.
Man.
So your body was like, oh, you think you can do this? Let's see how this works out for you. Come on, man. Kid Cudi, you gotta do better. You too damn old and tenured. Your body have seen too many things to not know. You're smarter than that. You gotta move smarter.
It's like, bro, cut it out. It's also funny. Before, when we were setting up for the pod, I was like, what is Kid Cudi's real name? I was like, isn't his name like Chad? It just hit me. Scott. I was completely off. Scott, Miss Cudi. I was like, where the fuck did I get Chad at? But also, remember when we were in Chicago after I had got hurt and we were out walking and I had just got out of rehab and everything. I was walking and there was the curb. And I just kind of paused. He was like, damn, nigga, step up on the curb. Like, you just froze. Is you having a panic attack? And it was just like having to go through your body of the rehab. It's like, Scott, my boy, you are in for a wild ride. Do all of your physical therapy because you will have moments of freezing when you have to walk up them blocks. Like,
I bet he'll learn from this for sure.
He ain't gonna be jumping on those stages for a long, long time.
No, he's gonna be stepping down on the ladder. Okay.
I want to get down there with y'all, but wait, where are the stairs?
Right.
You know why I don't have stairs, Cuddy? Because you're not supposed to leave the stage.
You know what's gonna
That's
happen?
why.
He's gonna have his security guard pick his
Carry him
ass
down.
up. Yep. And carry him down.
You know what he should do? Just have one of your security guards throw you to another security guard down on the ground. I want to be in the crowd. That's all you gotta do. Just do it like that.
Just do something different. How about that? Don't jump in the crowd no more. I hope your recovery goes well.
Speedy recovery, prayers, and all that good stuff. And plus, you're gonna get some good drugs. You were gonna get top tier. They're gonna get the good stuff. So we're gonna really feel it.
Watch out, my mans, because we know how you are.
Whoa, them perks, don't do it.
Yeah. Who you got for your
my niggas tripping is going to everyone that is upset about it. NFL players union. They said NFL players will now be allowed to wear a protective guardian cap over their helmet in games this season if they want to, league officials said during a recent webinar. And of course, the league is soft. We might as well be playing flag football. I want their brains to continue to rattle around their goddamn heads. It's just like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all are upset that guys are already playing arguably the most dangerous contact sport out here outside of hockey. And they want to find ways to further protect themselves. And you're like, fuck that. Go out there and keep having your brain turned into applesauce. Do y'all hear yourselves? Like, cut it out. At this point, the way y'all are sounding, let them go out there and play with leather helmets like they used to do in the goddamn 20s and 30s or whatever, because that's what y'all want. Y'all want these guys to go out here and be walking train wrecks. It's like, do y'all not remember that hit that Antonio Brown took?
Mm-hmm.
And look at how he acts now. There's a lot of other guys who are out there like that. Does it look silly? Yes. It looks like they have fucking marshmallows on top of their heads. It looks silly. But if this is going to allow them to feel safer, if this is going to allow them to play longer, because we're all talking, the guys aren't playing long enough. You know why they ain't playing long enough? Because all these damn injuries. And I get it. Well, it's still not going to stop their brain from rattling around in their head because they're getting hit. I understand that. But if this limits that to a degree, let them go out there and let them do their thing. All y'all are armchair quarterbacks anyways. And most of y'all didn't even make the high school football team. So shut up. Granted, I will say this. Figure out a way to make them look kind of cool. Put some logos on there or something. Because that right there, I don't like the way it looks. But I'm all for them being safer. But stop it. Cut it out.
I want them to look into soft pads. Like, why does everything have to be hard? Their outfits, their uniforms.
Casual fan here. Outfits.
Their uniforms and their gear. Like, why is it plastic? I'm over this. Like, it's
those hard shells, the insides, there's like deep padding on the inside, so it's just like a hard shell on the outside.
Regardless of the fact, I think everything should be soft. Go back using fabric, soft padding. Like, they do it like how they do it in like a rugby, Australian football.
Yeah, they're not running at each other like in rugby though. They ain't running at you at like 45 miles an hour. You kind of need a little car protector underneath your jersey.
It's dangerous. These are all weapons. They're running weapons that on everyone. Literally. On the field. And this little squishy helmet cover ain't doing nothing.
So you're saying they should put their entire bodies in the squishy helmet?
I'm okay with that.
Niggas would really be launching themselves into each other then. They would be jumping at the top of the stadium to get that ball. Like, okay.
The point is, they already have to wear like 10, 15 pounds of equipment on their bodies. Like, why
Yeah,
wouldn't you want to make it lighter and
more protective.
honestly more protect? Yeah,
Yeah, I'm all for the game being safer, and I get that they're trying to change certain rules and certain tackling techniques to make sure guys aren't tearing their ACLs. They're trying to change these
yeah,
fields so guys aren't ripping knees up and everything. But there are people who just like, oh, these niggas are soft. Oh, it's
yeah.
like, shut up, bro. Like
And
y'all
guess
just want people to get
yeah.
hurt.
And guess what? Football players don't live longer than 50 most of the time. So we're
The
trying to,
CTE.
yeah, we're trying to save their lives, have longevity. Like, CTE is a real thing that clearly the NFL has silenced, because we don't hear them talking about that at all. But
Because
those
of that
lawsuits are
lawsuit.
there. Them lawsuits are still there. Please
What
believe.
was that movie?
Concussion.
I found. I'm trying to do the voice.
Oh,
I was trying to do because Will Smith had the most terrible accent. I've
yo,
come to the conclusion: concussions are bad.
I think that's what really destroyed the whole trajectory, is when that movie came out
They
and
didn't
we
even
all
try.
was like, so he was just like, let me get 5 minutes to prep for this.
They didn't even try with that movie. It was just like, bro, this accent is terrible. But also, this nigga is dark skinned. You are fucking light skinned. They could have found a dark skinned
Yeah,
nigga to
yeah.
play this role. Also, because we're from a generation that CTE is something totally different. So I'm wondering, when you hear CTE, where does your mind go? Because you were out there in the streets around the same time I was. I'm wondering if the listeners and those watching, if their mind also goes to the same CTE that I hear of. What do you think of when you hear CTE?
I think of Vince McMahon. I think of
Okay,
wrestling.
I like where your mind's going. Okay,
I think of the
okay,
Bears. What's
okay, okay.
the 89 Bears? Isn't
Okay,
it
okay.
89 or
I'm
86?
thinking, yeah, I'm not certain because I wasn't a
I
Bears
think it's
fan, you know.
I think it's
I don't know.
86 Bears. I
Super
don't
Bowl
know.
Shuffle. I do know Super Bowl Shuffle, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something else. But it's just dig a little bit deeper to your clubbing days. This is going to be, when you hear CTE, it's going to put you back to your clubbing days. Let's see if you and the listeners, your clubbing days.
Oh,
Your
you talking
club-
about are you talking about
Come
heels?
on, who?
You are you talking about ladies and pulling out their heels and
Nope. You're
oh
you're okay. You want, okay? One more guess, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm just, Boogie. You're breaking my heart here. You're gonna come on. One more guess. When you hear CTE, what do you think about clubbing? It's the clubbing era, and CTE. What do you think about? Come on, it's the
bone
tip of your
crusher?
tongue. Okay. You struck out, Boogie.
Okay.
You struck out. Wow, 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 wow. All right, I'm gonna give it to you.
Dropping bows? I don't
I'm gonna
know.
give it to you. I'm CTE. I'm corporate thugging until the day I die. That's the way it's
Oh,
gonna be. A thug motivation. Come
yeah,
on, man.
thug motivation. Yeah.
Thug entertainment.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't even think about niggas' brains rattling around. I instantly go to CTE. Talk about Jeezy. And then I was like, oh, they talking about these niggas' brains. That is where my mind goes.
You're hilarious.
Corporate thug entertainment. I bet Jeezy once, and he has that on his. When I was the intern for Def Jam, he has that on his knuckles. It's CTE, and I was like, "Oh, you about that life?" When a nigga gets his record label tattooed on his knuckles, he's about that life.
Oh yeah, it's official.
But let's get to this final non-CTE ad. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? A lot of y'all hit me up like, Nate, you super chill. You super laid back all the time. Brother, you gotta be on something. Well, y'all are right. I'm off them chummies edibles, and y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a smoker. I don't really mess with the eddies like that, because let's be real, a lot of them are hit or miss. There's either no juice or you're feeling like a zombie. The good folks over there at Chummies, well, they out here trying to change the edible game. And I gotta tell you, they got some phenomenal products. They sent me over some of their traditional edibles, and man, them things are hitting. But they don't only got edibles. They got juice. They got your gummies. They got your chocolate bars. Whatever you like, they got it. Y'all, do me a favor. Go over to their Instagram page. It's chummies_edibles. And get yourself some good stuff. And when you're out there, filling up your cart, make sure you use that promo code 21chummy. That's right. They rocking with the podcast, and because they rocking with us, they rocking with y'all. So they're going to take care of y'all by giving y'all 10% off of your first order. So again, use that promo code 21chummy to get 10% off your edibles. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
This pastor offers people shrooms and weed at his
Whoa.
church. Hallelujah.
Boy.
It says there is a church in California with over
course it is.
100,000
Of
members.
I'll be a member too. Sign me up, cuz.
For real. I will pay my tithes on time every Sunday. It says Zidor is founded by Dave Hodges.
Wait, Zidor? What the hell?
Zidedoo.
He must have been high when he did that. Go ahead.
Yeah, sounds like it. Zidor is founded by Dave Hodges, who believes shrooms and cannabis are divine sacraments which facilitate your connection with God. I agree. Sometimes I be listening to a never would have made it while smoking a joint. Tears be flowing.
You are lifted and getting lifted.
Hey, getting high and high with the Holy Ghost. It was launched in 2019. The Zidor Church of Entheogenic Plants holds ceremonies involving drug taking and sermons from Hodges, but it's also known for supplying sacraments to members. Despite mushrooms still technically being illegal in the U.S., it provides a dispensary type facility where members can buy up to 20 mushroom strains and cannabis products. The interfaith organization currently brings in $5 million a year. They paying them tithes, Boogie. So how are they getting away with it? It says the psilocybin mushrooms are decriminalized in Oakland. Cannabis is legal when regulated, but Hodges still has run-ins with the law. In 2020, the church was raided by police, and $200,000 worth of cash, plant medicines were confiscated. In 2022, Hodges retaliated, by launching a civil rights lawsuit. Rewind. Warrens. Oh man. Remember on CB4, Tommy Davis's character, weird Warrens, rewind. He retaliated by launching a civil rights lawsuit against the cops who purposely were discriminating against the church's religious beliefs. The church literature suggests that taking up to 50 grams of mushrooms is reliable avenue towards a conversation with one's soul and God. Despite an intense experience considered 5 grams, this poses serious dangers, not least because of the weight of mushrooms doesn't always tally with its potency. So in other words, they're giving you 5 grams, but it could be stronger. Hodges said he remembers trip sitting for one member who was meant to consume 15 grams of mushrooms, but accidentally were given 45 grams of mushrooms. God damn. Talk about really seeing God. It was the most difficult trip that I ever sat through. Hodges says for the overdose, we had to call her brother in to calm her down. She was convinced I was a cult leader who had poisoned her. Thankfully, the church now routinely tests mushrooms for the psilocybin potency. Woo, say that 5 times fast. There's a positive reason behind all of this.
What?
Hodges says mushrooms have helped him with his own mental health struggles, and that many people have come off pharmaceutical drugs thanks to the church's sacraments. Boogie, what says you? Are you going to partake in the magic mushrooms passed out at church?
This church ain't nothing but a dispensary. That's just what I've
Pretty much.
gathered from 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 what you read. This is a dispensary. That's why they're making all this money. It's $100,000. This ain't nothing but an email list.
Hey, we got a deal. Come by the church.
Right. Come fellowship. Yeah, fellowship. I love the fact that I'm always amazed, and I love us humans that we can make up words and terms and it just be part of the vernacular now. Because trip sitting, I ain't heard trip
Man.
sitting ever in my life.
Start using it though.
But it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. So
I'll start charging people. You want me to be your trip sitter? 45 an hour. I got to make sure you don't go out and hurt yourself. 45 an hour. But I agree with you 100%. It's definitely, this is a dispensary where you get to praise him a little bit. But I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. Boogie, just imagine this. Imagine it is Sunday morning.
Yep.
You're walking into Greater Ebenezer Second Missionary Baptist, the Fifth Church. You are walking in there, and the usher board, everyone just greets you. You sit in there, everyone is praise him. Someone like Kurt Franklin comes out. GP, are you with? Everyone is just having a glorious time. Ushers are passing out J's. You are just lighting up for the Lord. Preacher comes out and delivers the most impactful sermon of your life. I could do that. I could deal with that. I would faithfully be in church every Sunday. Turn to the book of Genesis. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and this weed. Light up. Turn to your neighbor and light up. Say, neighbor,
do you have a lighter?
Don't steal your neighbor's lighter. Give it back. That's all I'm saying. Like, I could get down for that. I could get down for seeing, TD Jakes up in wake up and light this blunt. I could get used to that.
No, TD Jakes would be like, have you swallowed?
Have you swallowed the edible? I'm not mad at it. One of the homies said they were in Colorado and they tried to go to one of those churches, but they were closed. And I'm like, you know what? This should be a thing. Like, when you go to smoke havens, like, you have to, before you leave, you got to go to the smoke church.
Yeah. I like that idea, just because guess what? That's how people fellowship in general. Like the people back in the day when they were in the park, or back in the Woodstock days, like, guess what they were doing? They were smoking on that hashish. Yeah, they were smoking on that. And they was, hey brother, would you like hey sister, would you like
Pass me that doobie?
You know what I mean? And it evolved to, being in an alley versus being in a house party, versus now we have establishments, churches, facilities where they are not only sharing the word, but they are sharing the blunt as well.
Sharing the weed. I could do that. You know what they should do? They should open it up to all religious backgrounds. You sharing a joint, Christians sharing joints with Muslims, Muslims sharing joints with Jewish folks, Jewish folks sharing joints with folks who of the Hindu faith. That's what they should all just in one big area. For a discount though, because you don't be hitting us with the high taxes though. You gotta, because y'all ain't getting taxes. This is a church; it's tax free, so you gotta at least give the kickbacks to your parishioners.
That ain't gonna happen. They're like, we gotta get this bread. Come on now, gotta get that lucha.
I hope these start popping up all over the country, though. I really do. People are like, people don't go to church anymore. Well, this will get them back into the church. Just start doing this. You will get a lot of people over to the Lord. There will be a lot of altar calls, because you get that right string. It's gonna be niggas. Yeah. It's gonna be thugs in there crying. I don't know what's come over me. Is it the Lord or is it the weed? Like,
pass the ties this way so I can get an 8-ball or whatever. Y'all call it.
But we have come to the end of another glorious episode. And, speaking of weed, it's time for nothing blunt facts. It's like, yo, is he high or is he just hitting me with a blunt ass fact? So here you go. Be effing happy. Be happy. You know why y'all are so miserable and y'all are angry all the goddamn time? Because y'all not happy. Y'all be waking up angry. Stop it. Cut it out. Go outside. Touch some grass. As we talked about earlier, the weather is changing. Go hug a tree. Go on a nature walk. Go do something. Y'all niggas are just too angry. Y'all are miserable. Like, cut it out. Be MFing happy. That's it. That is the nothing blunt fact. Be MFing happy. Like, subscribe on all your podcast platforms. Shout out to the day ones. Boogie! What you got for the peoples?
Don't forget to smash that bell so you can be notified as soon as our content drops. And remember, what? What?
Yo, on my end, there's such a delay or a lag, so it looked like you were like. that's why I was like, "What are you doing?"
Listen, this has been the silliest episode that we've had in a while, and I'm enjoying it. Listen, but yeah, tell a friend that this is your favorite podcast, and they need to join in all of our shenanigans as well. So
you should.
Let's pass it along, okay?
You got to, because last week was crime, so this week is silliness. You can't go from crime to crime. It's got to be crime, silliness. So maybe next week it'll be crime. But
why are you so serious?
Shit, I don't know. We're just throwing out everything. But as Boogie said, like, subscribe on all your podcast platforms. We appreciate everyone for tuning in. One of the homies, again, he's like, yo, I'm loving what y'all are doing. We appreciate that because it does keep us wanting to continue. I mean, we weren't gonna stop anyways, but it does keep us from doing this.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else for y'all outside of one thing you gotta know. Nate's gonna be your nigga for life. Yeah.
Okay. Somebody send him some other songs so he can have another song in his head. Because my gosh.
I'm your boy, Nate Galloway.
And I'm your girl, Adrian Freddie.
And this is another dope ass episode of your favorite late night podcast that we sometimes shoot during the day.
Goodbye, y'all.